HarperCollins presents Approach Without Caution, the 5-step plan to take control of your life, by James Haskell with Richard Waters. Read by James Haskell. This recording is accompanied by a PDF that you can find in your audiobook download library. This contains some illustrations you can refer to as we go along, as well as pointers to other resources you might find useful. For my daughter Bodhi, who's given me a whole new understanding of love. To hell with that old spinster called Prudence, I want a lap dance with Providence. Introduction. A life beyond eat, sleep, shag, repeat. Why another book, I hear you cry? Will it be another roller coaster of humour and behind-the-scenes stories of debauchery and carnage that littered my playing career, sandwiched between the highs and lows of professional sport? Well, sadly, no. It's time for me to put my sensible hat on, just for a short while at least. So before you put this book back where you found it, I promise you there will be some real value within these pages, some nuggets of information, or perhaps just a different perspective that will possibly help you navigate this wondrous journey we call life. I get extremely frustrated by what I see happening in the world today and decided to write this book to suggest a different approach to cut through the red tape, the social hypocrisy, the bullshit and the fear. I think we have lost our way in the world, and rather than sticking our heads in the sand and waiting for society to become sane again, it never will, it never was. It's time to tackle some of the unmentionables many of us are quietly grappling with. There is no straight talk anymore, and it's increasingly hard to find the truth. Everyone is shit scared about saying what they really think and feel in case they offend anyone, and we're spending our days walking on eggshells. Someone needs to draw a line in the sand. Enough is enough. I'm going to attempt, dear reader, to draw that line, but in the process, I may myself get cancelled. However, I am currently on my 5th cancelling, and I still got to publish this book, so maybe like a cat, I have 4 more lives before I am forced to retire to a small seaside village with limited internet and forgiving local inhabitants who don't mind a Z-list pariah living in their midst. By the way, when did being offended or offending someone become a problem? When did the rhyme, "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me," become redundant? People and jokes are being labelled as offensive. No, they're not offensive. You find them offensive. Being offended is a feeling you feel. It's not a physical thing. What that person said, I don't like. I find him offensive. Great. That's called experiencing human emotions. The answer is move on and find things you do like. It's not to try and eradicate the feeling of being offended or to stop everyone being offended. I know people who get offended at the very sight of me, let alone when I open my mouth. Do I care about these people? No. I don't give them a second thought. It's like when you're channel hopping on a TV. You come across something you don't like and you skip to the next channel. Even if I came across something offensive on TV, I've never thought to post about it on social media or contact the stars of the show and give them a piece of my mind. When people don't like me, I don't get offended they're offended. I don't call the police or Ofcom and say, I find these people offensive, so I'd like to complain. I just roll my eyes and move on. That's how the system works. Not in 2022, it's not. There are some undeniable facts of life. Death, taxes, vegans telling you they're vegans. Each and every one of us has doubts, fears, and contrary to what social media makes you think, good days and bad days. We are not happy all the time. If we were, we'd look like a crowd of North Korean civilians press-ganged to attend a nuclear military parade, smiling so hard their cheeks are cracking. Life is shit, life is hard, but it's sometimes also unique and beyond joyous. We are guests for a limited time on this beautiful blue and green ball suspended in a dark eternity. We're here for one primary reason, to play rugby. Joking. It's to be born, live, procreate and die. End of story. Or is it for a much simpler reason? One that a wise old head told me on my first day as a professional rugby player, suggesting it as the panacea for everything we do, from the moment we wake up until we go to bed. Life is all about stash, gash, cash and lash. Now, while a lot of those things are great to have, collect and aim for, there is a much deeper rooted reason. It sounds wanky, and I can assure you you are still listening to a book by James Haskell, but I believe what most of us are striving for, whether we know it or not, is to be happy, to do things each and every day that make us proud, challenge, scare, and develop us as a person, or at the very least, make us feel satisfied we're not stagnating. To make something out of nothing. To utilise this incredible body and mind we have been given.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?